perfect darts from the power. He's really turning on the power now. Maximum! 6 perfect darts from Philip Taylor.
141 treble, 20 will be the first target.
Yes. Treble 19.
Double 12 then for a 9-dart finish. We've seen it from Taylor. He is something very, very extraordinary.
He is here on board number 1. He's hit 3 9-darters at the UK Open. Could he do it again tonight? Let's find out. He's up against a man called John Ferrell, the Joker from Tunbridge Wells in Kent. He's a big man with big ambitions, but surely he can't stop the power. Let's find out. Rod Harrington, Dave Lanning.
Yes, and Phil Taylor, of course, will have bittersweet memories of Bolton. It hasn't been his most successful venue, just 2 titles here, but of course he has done 3 9-dart finishes in this arena. Tonight he's facing the Joker, John Ferrell. Need to produce a few trump cards tonight. On paper it should be one-way traffic, Rod, but this man, as we've seen, can play a bit, and in this knockout cup format, well, sometimes the minnows turn tail on the sharks.
Yeah, but we're talking about first the 9 legs dive, best of 17, which, you know, Taylor comes into his forte when you start getting them long distances. But Johnny Ferrell, like you say, he's been around a long time. You know, in the early insertions of the PDC, he was really, you know, in there, could throw a good dart. Over a short distance, he was always dangerous, but the way Taylor is playing at the moment, coming off that win in the Premier League, I just can't see him getting close to Phil.
Game on.
And it was Taylor with a statement of intent there, as we saw when throwing for the bull, hit the bull with his first dart. So this is Phil Taylor, 13 times world champion, having just impressively retained the Premier League title with the first darts here against John Ferrell.
100.
Yeah, what Ferrell's got to do, he's got to hold his throw if he wants to get into Phil at all. He can't give his throw away in these early legs. Once Phil Taylor gets in front of you, you can say it's history from the early part of the game.
Watching Phil Taylor these days is like watching an episode of Columbo. You know the outcome, but you still enjoy the journey.
100.
Yeah, a great way of putting it, Dave. As we see Phil Taylor's throw, that hasn't changed in the 20-odd years that I've known him. The only thing that's changed is his darts. He used to throw a straight barrel.
60.
Now he throws more with a bulbous dart. We see Johnny Ferrell. That's not changed a lot. Known John Ferrell a long time as well. As I said, a good steady left-hander. If you give him a chance over a short distance, he can do some damage. As Phil Taylor fills it up here.
140.
Yeah, we mentioned Philip Taylor's World Championship successes, and we should remind our friends that tickets go on sale on Monday week
43.
for the World Championship on the PDC website. That's, of course, at
161.
Alexandra Palace. Taylor bidding to regain that title. Treble 17 for the bullseye. Ferrell's a long way back. He's going to have to play a lot better than this if he's not going to face a debacle.
Well, you know that Taylor's going to throw around about 104, 105 average. And
93.
even on the legs you're throwing first,
Required 24.
Johnny Ferrell will be struggling to keep with Phil on that. But, Taylor now, 24.
James on the
First dart, Taylor gets on the board.
Second leg,
You
John.
see that dart go in.
Roper.
Of course, Raymond
Game on.
Barnveldt's just won 9-0. He's laid the marker down. He wants the title again. A little bit of a lean time,
140.
Barnveldt, Dave. You know, but he looks a lot more comfortable this weekend.
Well, it's interesting to hear his comments to our colleague Dave Clark, saying that this venue, the smaller venues, the more comfortable, the more compact venues, seem to suit his style.
85.
And this has rapidly become a real classic venue for darts. Just have a look around what's been
24.
happening. That was a cracker with Robert Thornton just nicking it from Van Gerwen. Van der Voort, what about Colin Lloyd? Should have been 6-1 up there.
Yeah, he should have been. He'll be disappointed in that, Colin. He really got into a rhythm early on and then lost it. Mervyn King, 3 clear darts to beat Wes Newton. Wes Newton nicked in there. Kevin Painter and Colin Osborne, what a game that's going to be at 2-all.
Wayne Jones taking out the World Championship runner-up Kirksey. Tough old boy, Wayne Jones, takes some beating. Still to come, you can see Mark Dubridge had to work really hard to beat Alan Warren a little. Barry Bates, one-time runner-up in this championship, is ahead.
On board 5 there. Birch has beaten Dennis Priestley, and Dennis Priestley with something like 4 or 5 on up there. He'll be very disappointed in that, Dennis, because he was playing well, has been playing well for a while, and a great result for Steve Brown against Kevin McDine, Dave.
He's one of the emerging forces. Andy Hamilton going strong, you can see there on board 7. Scott Waits, one over Wayne Atwood. Gary Mawson there, successful against Alex Roy. Baxter still to come.
Should suit Baxter this format. Chris Mason against the young man Joe Cullen, should be a good game.
60. Fairly require 160.
Of course, coming up on this board, Dave, Lewis against Mardle. We're all looking forward to that one. It should be a cracker. 2 quick throwers. It's always great to see 2 quick throwers.
That seemed to be the high-profile match of this round. Now Taylor for 2-0. That's the double.
80.
Well, Ferrell now needs to hit a big score, need to put a little bit of pressure on. But there's one thing Taylor doesn't do, he doesn't miss many doubles.
Fairly required 36.
Double 18 for 2-0.
That's his skill. Taylor can pick his shot with surgical precision. 2 up.
Game on.
And already signs that poor old Johnny Ferrell is going to be flattened by the power steamroller. Just don't think he has the game, good old county type player that he is, to hang on to Taylor. Very few people have these days. Oh!
180.
You see that go in